Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to my sewing room. This is So Be It. This week I have a bit of a different project that I am working on. I have had this project on my plate for a while, and I wasn't sure how to do it. But I think I know what I'm doing and how to do it now. So here is the gist. I have an old wedding dress. It is already in pieces. This is how I got it. Obviously, this is the bodice of the wedding dress. And then all in front of me here is the pieces of the skirt. None of it's put together except for the two pieces. Or I guess the four pieces are all put together as to what they're supposed to be, but not actually put together anymore. This wedding dress is my husband's grandma's. It was handed to me by my mother-in-law, who asked me to try and make doilies or something out of them, or out of this, for 14 family members. And I'm going to try and just use the skirt pieces because they're the biggest, flattest ones. And it's a beautiful bodice, but there's multiple seams in the bodice. So in order to make larger, I guess I'm just going to call them doilies for now. So in order to make larger doilies, I can't really use this. I also have the petticoat, which is this really rough kind of tulle. You can actually hear it. And so there is not that much of this, in fact, so I'm going to try and not use this either. So I'm going to set these pieces aside. So I do have, I think this is satin, which is the inside of the skirt. And I have, at the bottom, this is approximately 120 inches, and at the waist is approximately 40. There is a little bit more of each of these because I didn't completely stretch the fabric out. I just wanted an approximate measurement. So I have that much for this, and then lace is obviously bigger. There's quite a bit more of it because it was gathered up. I have 74 inches approximately at the waist, and then 170 inches on the bottom. So my plan, as I was looking at the bodice, I was wondering how they finished the edges of all of this, and the petticoat itself is this teeny tiny, or the satin under the satin lining, or whatever you want to call it. It's this teeny tiny little rolled hem. Well, that is so hard to do. It was done by hand, but it's so hard to do really nicely. And so I didn't really want to do that with all of this. Plus I have to do something with the lace, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do. However, I went ahead and looked inside the bodice, and to attach or to put the two pieces together, they flatlined the lace and the satin together. And you can see it with the stitching on this side, but then you can also open up the seam, and hopefully you probably won't be able to see it, but I can, yeah, you can a little bit, see some of the stitching. So they flatlined the pieces together, which I do a lot when I'm using a sheer fabric. It's just so easy to put them together and make them like one piece of fabric. So that's what they did with the bodice. Obviously that's not what they did with the skirt, because that would be weird. But that is my plan for these. I have a 9.5 inch quilt square here. So I think I'm going to use this and do 9-inch squares basically of all of these, or both of these fabrics, at least 14 pieces, so that I have enough for everybody. And then I will be flatlining them and then doing a rolled hem on them. I did want to originally add some lace to the outside, like a little ruffle. And I might still do that because I do have so much extra of this, and I should have enough to just do the 9-inch squares or 9.5-inch squares for everybody. So if I do have enough, I will be making lace as well, or ruffled lace as well. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this and get them all cut out, and I will be back. I have all of the satin and all of the lace cut into the 9.5-inch squares. And now I need to layer them all, and I'll be doing it one at a time. Right side of satin to the wrong side of the lace, so both right sides are up. I need to pin all around this and then stitch it. Two sides done. Alright, now it's time to stitch it. Alright, there it is flatlined so far. So now I have to finish the rest of them. I'm actually about halfway through already, because I just started and then realized I need to record. So I need to finish the rest of them, and then I will show you what I'm going to do about the rolled hem. I can't remember if I actually have a small rolled hem foot, because if I do, I will be using that for the first time. If not, then I'll probably be doing the old school way. So I'll show you. Okay, so I'm to the hemming, and I have tried 2 ways to hem with the rolled hem. I did the double roll and then stitched it for this one, and it looks nice. I had to iron it flat though, because because that pulled up the edges quite a bit, and they're not quite as straight. So this one here, I did one roll and stitched, and then I did the second roll and stitched that, and it stitched smoother, and the edges didn't flip up or roll up as much. I did still press it afterwards to make sure that it's nice and flat, but that is how I will be doing it. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'll be finishing the last 12 of the doilies. 11 more to go.